Hey there everyone, it's Jenna. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be decorating for the holidays, and we're actually going to start off with our bedroom, which I have never decorated for the holidays before, and I just figured it'd be a new space to kind of try out some fun ideas and just have a blank slate. But don't worry if you don't decorate your bedroom for the holidays, there's still tons of tips and ideas in this video that you can use in other spaces of your home as well. And as you all know, we love to keep things affordable on this channel, so I'll show you how you can get that high-end designer look on a budget. So should be a really fun video, and without further ado, let's get into the decorating. Okay, so this is the space that we're starting with, and because this is a smaller room, I just like to keep the underlying colors bright and neutral to make it appear a little bit larger. And the first spot that I wanted to start with was this bay window area, because this is the focal point of the space since your eyes are naturally drawn to the windows, and I love sitting here looking out at our garden and backyard. So we're gonna make this the focal wall with our decor, and the empty space right here is something that I kind of wanted to fill up with height. So I had this idea to kind of create a little forest. I really loved the concept of repeating trees of different sizes to get a cozy tree farm look and just to kind of give off the illusion that you're bringing the outdoors inside. So I started at Michael's and I found this super cute 7-foot pencil tree for 70 bucks. I thought the branches looked really lifelike and it was the perfect skinny size to fit into our small corner. And the box it came in was really small, so it'll be easy to store, and it was super simple to put together. It just needed some light fluffing, but overall I was super happy with it for the price. The only thing that was a little bit difficult was finding a different size and shape to match, because I really wanted the other tree to have a similar branch type so that they looked like they were a natural pair. So after a bit of searching, I came across this 5-foot tree at Big Lots, and this was actually on sale when I got it for $52. And like the other tree, this one was pre-lit and it had the same type of branches, so I scooped it up and gave it a try, and I was really happy with these two as a set. Even though there was a slight color difference, I thought they looked perfect together, and I was really happy with the heights and the sizing. And because there were two trees, I wanted to have an easy way to turn the lights on and off, so I invested in this smart plug, and you can get these for like $25 on Amazon. They work with any Alexa product, and I just got a little power strip and I plugged both of those into the wall, and then I plugged in the trees. And this is so nice because now they are all voice controlled, so all I have to say is, Alexa, turn on the lights, and the trees are all lit up. So next, at the base of the trees, I wanted to emulate the look of snow in a cozy way. So when I was at Aldi, I spotted these really chunky knit blankets for $20, which was such a steal. So I grabbed the ivory one, and I knew it would be perfect to use as a makeshift snowy tree skirt. And this is a little hack that you can do with a large blanket. If you don't have a tree skirt, you can just do it with a regular tree as well. I did the same thing last year when decorating our upstairs game room, and I just love the cozy feel that this gives off with all of the texture. So now that we finished it all off with a very literal blanket of snow, I was really happy with the height and visual interest that the trees added to this corner, but I did want to style the desk just a little bit, so I started off with this antique wooden riser to add a bit of height and help things look a little bit more intentional and organized. Next, I added this amber glass vase, and I love decorating with amber glass in the wintertime. I just think it helps to add a rustic warmth, and I love the way it looks in a windowsill with all of the light shining through it. Next, I just popped in these stems that I got from Hobby Lobby for $5 each, and I used 5 stems total, and I love how they go with that natural woodsy look that I'm trying to achieve in here with the blending of the indoors and the outdoors. And while I like to keep things relatively neutral in my spaces, I thought this would be a good opportunity to add a pop of subtle color. So last year I bought this frayed burgundy fabric ribbon on Amazon, and I just used 2 of these rustic bells that I will link below, and I tied them all together around the neck of the vase. And this is just a super simple and easy way to dress up a vase and help it feel a little bit more festive for the holidays. I love the pop of vintage brass and the classy look that that gives off. And this is just a simple trick that you can do to dress up different objects around your home, things like a lamp, a basket, or maybe a canister. And then to accent the vase, I added in this antique stone bowl, and I bought a pack of these mini styling picks on Amazon and just popped one in there for some softness and extra visual interest. And to tie in that burgundy color, I found this sugared berry bowl filler for $6 and added that into the bowl. I love how this gives off the illusion like they're all covered in frost, and I feel like this is one of those really unique and elevated styling details. And again, it just helps to spread that wintry nature feel throughout my styling. So this bay window area is really coming along, but one last thing that I wanted to do to frame it out was top it in garland. And curtain rods are basically like built-in hangers for garland, making it really easy to put up. So I found this lifelike 6-foot pine cone garland for only $12 each. And I love how the branches look like they were freshly cut off of a tree, and the pine cone detail just helps to tie in that rustic theme that we have going on. So I bought 2 of them, and because this garland was really light, it was super easy to just twist around the curtain rod and get that pretty draped effect. Now I needed something to help anchor the center of the garland, so if you all remember in past videos I've told you about the scrap fabric section at Walmart, and I always keep my eye out for sheer fabrics, and this tan one only cost me $3, and I just cut little sections and then ripped it into thick strips, and then from there you can use these for things like table runners or decorative bows, which is what I did last year on our entryway mirror. So I actually just saved that bow from last year, and then I slid this little S-hook through it to attach it to the curtain rod. And with these bows, it really makes a difference to get that fully fanned shape on the ears. So I ended up just taking some clear tape and taping the ends to the curtain rods just to hold that shape. And then I plucked some little greenery branches from spots in the garland where it wouldn't really make much of a difference. And then I popped those over the S-hook for a more seamless and finished look. And I seriously love how this came out. The bow looks so professional and adds just the right amount of detail and softness. And I love how we framed this bay window area out in natural greenery to help it blend with the outside views. Now that we have completed that area, I just wanted to move on over and start styling our dresser and bookshelves. So to repeat that soft fabric detail from the bow, I just used another one of the strips for a little table runner and made sure to scrunch the fabric to give it some organic flowy movement. And if you remember from my Home Goods Shop With Me video, they had a bunch of these woven trees, and I picked up this one for $13, and I had these 2 from last year. And I kind of liked the idea of mixing and matching so that it didn't look too uniform and gave off a more collected look. And I also liked how these were all hollow in the center, so I could add a little battery operated candle for a cozy glow at nighttime. I really loved the warmth and texture these trees added, but I wanted to balance that out a little bit. So I used this marble tray that I found for 20 bucks, and I like how the cold marble kind of helps to contrast the warmth and softness that we have going on. And then I added in this small antique vase to layer in more of those warm earthy tones. And when I was at the store, I actually noticed that they had some stems that were super similar to the garland that I bought, and they were on sale for like $5 each. So I grabbed 4 of them and popped them in the vase. And again, I really love how lifelike these appear to be, and to me, these look like something you would find at Pottery Barn, but they are just much more affordable. And then to layer that warmth back into this grouping, I'm going to use this little wood look nutcracker that I found at TJ Maxx, and I love the classic feel nutcrackers give off, and I like that this one is just wood, so it keeps things feeling really natural and organic. And to finish it off, I'm just going to use this pine cone candle that I found at Home Goods, but you could also just get a pine cone from outside for free, but just be sure to clean it. And I love how this little styling moment turned out. It's got our rustic outdoorsy vibe, but it's still timeless and festive. So next I wanted to add some Christmas touches to our bookshelves, and I didn't want to do a total restyle. I really just wanted to enhance what was already there and make some simple swaps. And while I love the look of this faux lavender plant, we definitely need a little switch for the winter season. So I just used this mini Real Touch tree that I found on Amazon, and I find the thing that makes the biggest impact when decorating for the holidays is just simple, natural looking greenery. So for the next shelf, I found these mini wreaths for $3 at Hobby Lobby, and I love the pine cone detail to help tie back into those other stems and garland that we have, so I just laid it under the candle for a more festive look. And this is just a really cheap and easy way to dress up a large candle or maybe something like a vase for the holiday season. Next, I just wanted to swap out this air plant with something a little bit more wintry, so I used 3 more of the little juniper picks from Amazon, and this would have been super cute just to leave like this, but I wanted to add something to tie the neutral landscape artwork in with the winter greenery. So I found this super cute little handmade deer candle at Home Goods, and I felt like this was the perfect thing to connect the 2 pieces and kind of blend them together. So just by making a couple of small swaps, these shelves are now all decked out for the holidays, and I wanted to do the same thing on the other shelf. So with this little grouping of 3, again, it just makes a big difference to swap out the greenery. So I found this mini tabletop burlap tree at Hobby Lobby for $4, and these are just so great to have on hand as affordable accent pieces to your existing decor. Now on the next shelf, I have these glass beads kind of draped in this vintage marble tray, but something that I love incorporating into my holiday decorating is brass, and I feel like this just gives off such a classic look and it helps to add some warmth. So I used this bell garland that I got at Kirkland's last year, and I just popped in another one of those juniper picks with it. And I love the way this looks with the mix of materials, with the stone, brass, and greenery together. And another option would be to just use ornaments instead of garland. Now, a little hack for elevating your mini tabletop trees, if you're styling them against a wall, is just to use a mug. So I simply placed my tree in this mug and positioned the handle towards the back of the wall, and it looks like a cute little pot that was meant for the tree, and the best part is that it was something that I already had laying around the house. And this is the finished look of the winter shelf styling, so now it's time to move on over to the bed and nightstand area. And we aren't too fussy with our bedding, but something that I thought would be fun to add a festive touch this year would be some flannel holiday sheets. So when I was at Aldi the other week, I spotted this plaid sheet set for only $25, and it reminded me a lot of the ones they sell at Pottery Barn. So I brought them home, and I really loved how they looked mixed with the other textiles in our space. And this is something I've wanted to do for years. You know, I love looking at all of the holiday catalogs and seeing the festive bedroom setups with all of the sheets, but I always thought it would look a little over the top in my space. But I actually was really pleased with how this came out, not to mention it's going to be great to have some warmer sheets in the wintertime. And I also found this cute little tassel pillow at HomeGoods for $20, and I really liked how it was a green, but a very muted down green. So it just helps to dress things up a little bit and fit into that holiday color scheme, but it still feels really understated and subtle, which I love. And then of course I had to layer in my Pottery Barn throw. This is the blanket that I sleep with every night, and when making the bed, I just drape it along the foot of the bed for some added texture. It's definitely a splurge, but it's super warm and heavy and usually goes on sale around the holidays. Now, one last thing I wanted to do was subtly update my bedside comforts tray. And this is just where I have things like lotion, chapstick, and pillow spray within arm's reach. But again, here I just wanted to swap out the greenery for something a little bit more wintry and rustic. So in our backyard, we have this pretty Carolina sapphire tree, and I just took a small clipping from it and popped it into the vase. And then I also added some Palo Santo scent sticks for an earthy rustic look. And that completes our Christmas styling. Here is what our room looked like before the holiday refresh, and this is what it looked like after. I love our new trees and the winter forest feel that they give to this space, and by using lots of affordable, realistic looking greenery and natural materials and accents, it helps to give the space a calming, organic feel, but still festive at the same time. Now, Kona and I are going to relax and turn on a holiday movie in bed and wait for Mike to get home. I think it's safe to say that she approves. Alright everyone, that about wraps up this video. I hope that you enjoyed this little holiday decorate with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It really does help to support the channel. And be sure that you're subscribed because I have a lot more holiday decorate with me's coming, so make sure you don't miss any of those. And everything that can be linked from this video will be linked below in the description box through affiliate links. So check that if you have any questions about the products. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone for watching this video. I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous week, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!